as everyone in a normal society starts to get away from a predator, you start to realize that that's a predator. But what some predators will do will take out time away from their prey and then come back as though that never happened. You can't keep doing that. At some point, I said in the previous video, you give people opportunities to, maybe that was a mistake, maybe they didn't mean it, but if that's something they do on a regular basis to other people and to you, then there's a problem. And that's part of what I was saying when they said, in essence, this was about making me realize how stupid I am, that I'm just a stupid person. Do you understand? And when they were talking about these lies and I'm feeling like, oh my God, they really believe this, it felt different. But when I realized it was a lie meant to hurt me, get a reaction from me, cause me to become a crazy person, pretty much, that's when it felt different. And I think that's what I'm trying to say about our humanity. There's something in us as human beings that make us feel things. We feel human suffering. It's not just we see it, we hear it, we can feel it. It's a sense that it connects to us. And when you're doing something so hurtful to, in my case, me, and you can't feel any empathy for me, and you keep doing it over and over 24/7, then at some point, either I'm just going to become a nut or I'm going to get smarter. So I can do stupid shit, but if I continue to do stupid shit, then something didn't connect with me. This connected with me on such in such a strong way that I have to get smarter by very, part of our life experience as animals. And I don't think it's just human animals. I think it's all animals, is at a certain point, you have to get smarter. Every animal tends to do it. We tend to get smarter. We have an experience. Okay, maybe that is one experience, two experiences, three. But by the time it's a daily thing, since for years now, every single day, I must get smarter. My humanity forces me to get smarter. And what I'm telling these people is that you can't pass yourselves off as anything other than you are by now. Because once I kept saying in over 1,000 videos, it's out loud. You're saying these horrible things to me out loud. Other people can hear it. Once they realized they were being recorded, okay, now you're still saying these things. I'm putting up documents. I'm showing proof that you're lying and you're still lying. Then there's something wrong with you. And I'm okay with saying that to these people at this point. Maybe in the beginning you say, well, maybe, but you can't keep doing this over and over and over to people and not realize there's something wrong. And I think that's something, I talk about what happened over the course of my life. I turned 50 in December. We went from being a society where we could talk about things to suddenly, maybe it could have been, for me, experiencing it in like the late 80s, 90s, that people didn't want you to talk about certain things. They keep lying about situations. I'm not even going to address their lies anymore. And I think I'm going to title this Addressing the Lies. I think, at some point in society, we didn't want to talk about certain things because I think things were starting to happen. I think part of it is, if you look at what happened in the 80s and 90s in society, things were starting to happen. I think we went in the wrong direction. I think we should have continued to talk about these issues. And once we stopped, things really went in the wrong direction. I think that's part of what predators want us to do, is stop talking. I can just kind of go over that in and of itself, but I'll let someone else do that. I think part of why they don't want me to put comments of people who are saying the same thing, because they said they think I would think I stole the idea from them. I couldn't have stole the idea from them because I just saw the video. But I think as part of it is that predators don't want people to say the same things. And if we're all saying the same things, especially about predators, and we didn't, talk to each other first or see the video first, then it means we all had the same human experience. And I think that goes back to what I've been talking about with AI. The human experience will all of a sudden match. What AI does is take the human experience and try to put it in the form of a computer. If you as a human have to input human experience into a computer, then that's not a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, that isn't a human. So what the human experience is that once we've been preyed upon, we learn and we talk. So part of the human experience isn't just learning, it's communication. That's a big deal with us as humans. If we aren't communicating things, or what a predator wants to do is stop all communication, which is why they try to stop communication.